Shalom, family. It's good to see you all here. Look, we're having this live stream because white people are coming in my comment section saying we're jealous of Caitlyn Clark. So we're going to set the record straight on that. And we're going to make ourselves very clear. When somebody is not the winner, you can rest assured no one in the Black community is jealous of them. We don't care all the lapping up and propping up you're doing with this girl. We don't give a damn about that. Okay, she lost. But see, what my people must understand is y'all have always propped up losers. It's your legacy. Don't they romanticize about the Civil War? America is the only place on earth that will create monuments for the losers. And will talk more about the losers than the winners. Okay, if I sat and said, give me 10 winning general names, you would struggle to give that to me. But if I asked you for the losing side's name, they romanticize so much about losers in this country, you would be able to tell at least some of those names. Now, follow me on this. The Civil War statues, Civil War statues, there should have been none They lost. There should have been not one single Civil War Confederate statue anywhere in the land. But because you have the most insane people running the place, they were allowed to put monuments up for the losers. And they get mad if you try to take the losing monuments down. Okay? And they are the only ones that embrace the war to the point where they say it's a heritage. Now, y'all, I'm still trying to figure out in my mind how losing is a heritage. Can somebody please explain how that works? Losing is a heritage. Oh, it's a heritage. Okay, so losing is a heritage. That's really interesting. And if that is a heritage, that's the dumbest heritage I have ever heard in my life. Okay, that's the dumbest heritage on the face of the earth. You lost the war, and that's some heritage. You sound like a bunch of idiots. Slave owners. To this very day, they got monuments to slave owners. Look at the kind of people they pay homage to. Losing Confederate generals, naming military bases after the losing generals. And that's allowed in this country. And then they're crying, they're taking everything away from us. They're changing the names on the military base. You had names that never should have been there in the first place. Okay. And General Lee lost. General Lee is a freaking loser. And that's really sad. Out of all the Confederate soldiers, the only one you care about is General Lee, and even he's a loser. He lost. And down in Florida, all the counties are named after fallen soldiers. Broward, Duval, all of the counties are named after fallen soldiers, y'all. Soldiers that fell in war, lost. Okay? They didn't win nothing, they lost. And don't let me get started on World War II in Germany and who that leader was. And they still pay homage to that to this very day. Ask them, what is their ancestry? German, 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 German. Well, they lost. Okay. They lost in the war. And so did that leader that starts with an H. He lost too. And y'all pay homage like you're over in Germany instead of America. You're in America paying homage to a whole different nation. Donald Trump lost the election, and they walk around here acting like Donald Trump is some kind of messiah up in here. Donald Trump lost. He lost, whether you like it or not. He lost. Y'all just love and relish in your losers. The way they talk about Donald Trump, you would think Donald Trump fell from the heavens and he's walking upon the earth. Donald Trump lost the election. He did not lose the election because it's rigged. He lost the election because people just didn't like Donald Trump. Okay? Get over it. People didn't like Donald Trump and he lost the election. That's why he lost. You talking about some rigging. Ain't got to rig nothing. You ain't got to rig nothing. And not to mention, every president in this place has been very mediocre. There is no greatness in any of these men that you have elected to office. All of them are mediocre. Every last one. A country that claim you're a superpower and you keep putting mediocre people in office. And look who they also propped up, especially over like the last 2 years. Derek Chauvin shouldn't be in jail. No, George Floyd, he died of fentanyl. Oh no, he had a rare brain tumor. You know, Derek Chauvin lost the case. He's in jail, whether you like it or not. He lost. And look at what they're doing. Oh, Derek Chauvin, he shouldn't be in there because George Floyd, he died from fentanyl. Look at them. Again, propping up a loser. Propping up a loser. And the nation has no morals. Even when you look at entertainment, you can clearly see this nation has no morals. They will make more movies about the killer than they will the innocent victim. Don't believe me? Go on Netflix. You'll see more movies about the killer than you will about the victims. Jeffrey Dahmer was a loser. Jeffrey Dahmer was a loser. And they made a movie out of him. And guess who they're also making a movie out of? You remember that woman that went over to Uganda and tried to play like she was a doctor and killed all of those children over there? HBO gave her a special. You see what these folks do? Killer and loser. Derek Chauvin, a killer and a loser. But that's what's propped up in American society. Yeah, Charles Manson, a killer and a loser. So anything that loses, they hold in the highest regard. So it should not be of any shock, ladies and gentlemen, that their latest loser that they are propping up in America is Caitlyn Clark. Now, these folks are coming in my comment section saying, you're making it about race. How you doing, Kid Gravity? Shout out to Kid Gravity. Y'all made it about race centuries ago. And when it comes down to Caitlyn Clark, you are definitely making it about race. Name the WNBA black female players, which they dominate the sport, just like the black men dominate the NBA. Name one that you have given the same shine to in the media. Name one. Name one. You are propping up a non champion, but within the WNBA, you got champions that you have gone above and beyond to ignore. And once again, you are putting the mediocre player up in our faces and then insisting we're jealous of the mediocre player and then trying to make a champion out of, see, she couldn't be a champion on the court. So you're trying to make her a champion in the media. Ain't no damn body jealous of that. Nobody, let me say that to you again, ain't nobody jealous of your created media champion. She has no championships under her belt. She has none. You got women playing in the WNBA that have rings. They have stats that way outperform Caitlyn, and they have championships under their names. And these folks are coming in the comment section and telling us, a community filled with champions. Listen to me, y'all. Our community is filled with champions. Champions in their own right, because they went out on that court and they earned their championship. They earned it. They are doing what they have done historically, give unearned rewards to a person that failed 2 years in a row to grab a championship. And this isn't this their history? Giving unearned credit and unearned awards and unearned salaries and unearned positions because of the color of the person's skin. You have no leg to stand on coming to my channel and talking about jealousy and we're making it about race. All of American society has been about race for centuries, and you've used race to get a leg up over us. And you're using race to get Caitlyn Clark a leg up over women that are way more worthy of it than her. You're using her color to get a Nike signature shoe. And you're using her color to make her a champion when it's completely unearned. And your media is going above and beyond to put up this fake white hype up in everybody's face. We don't have to be jealous of you. Let me repeat this again. We got real champions in our community. I'm going to open up and give y'all an opportunity to come up and talk, because I'm sure you all have something to say about these accusations of jealousy of a non-champion, and we got all these champions within our community. So let me post the invite. There you go, y'all. And the thing is, y'all, they trust me, believe me, they're setting her up to fail. They really are. They just don't see it. They have no ability to see it. I have seen people propped up like this before, and they end up crashing and burning because they can't deliver. They can't deliver. And they end up crashing and burning. And I've seen this, y'all. I've seen it. You know, the thing about mediocre people, they always remain mediocre. When you start putting them to the test, they remain mediocre and can't handle it. Shalom, dead shot.
Hey,
Hello.
Auntie Lisa, how you doing?
Welcome to the panel.
Thank you, Auntie Lisa. How you doing?
All right. What would you like
That
to say? What do you want to chime in on this and say?
What it is that these pathetic people are desperate for a great white hope. That's what it is. They
Mm-hmm.
desperate for a great white hope. I mean, first of all, this chick, she looks like a man, and I'm being real. She does look, she got hard features or whatever. And the thing is that like she what lost the championship not once but twice.
Yes.
So I mean, they desperate. They on their last leg and they on their way out of here. So it's like anything that they can latch on and blow up or whatever because the media is their number one weapon. We all know that,
Yes.
you know. And so anything that they can latch on and grab and blow up or whatever, they gonna do it or whatever. This chick here, come on now, this chick is mediocre, and
Mm-hmm.
and they know it. But
Mm-hmm.
like I said, they desperate for a great white hope, and they always prop up the loser. But the thing is, something that you mentioned, like the generals for the Confederate that fought, that died or whatever, they
Mm-hmm.
want to name towns after them or like counties after their last name, but they won't tell you how some of them died, like Frederick Dade or whatever in Dade County. You
Yeah,
know,
in
he was,
Florida.
and I learned this from Tariq Nasheed. He was actually chopped up by black slaves or whatever. They chopped him up in pieces,
Yeah, yeah.
but they won't talk about that.
Yeah, the vast majority of the ones where the counties are, if you know the history,
Yeah,
died in that Seminole War.
yeah,
They did.
and they
They
won't
weren't.
tell you how they died.
Yeah, they weren't champions.
Yeah, and like he wasn't killed by a Union soldier. It was black people that got a hold of Frederick Day, and they mutilated his body.
Yeah.
But they won't talk about that at all.
No, no. They. You know what? You're right about that dead shot. You know, they always try to show us the stories on white mobs burning down towns and lynching and doing those sort of things. But you know what they won't show you? That they did not always have victories
Yeah,
during that time. During the uprisings, they did not
yeah,
have all victories, and they exclude those stories.
and I also found out that the state of Florida during slavery, the state of Florida was the number one state when it came to slave revolts. I found that out there. It was a lot of slave revolts in Florida, and Florida led in slave revolts or whatever. Like
Yeah.
you had slaves that were just turning up.
And you know another thing?
Yeah,
A lot of people think that the slaves always ran north. No, no. And I know this from my own family history. A lot of them ran south because now where my family is in Irwin County, Georgia, they
yeah.
were not allowed to sell slaves in the county.
Oh
So
wow.
many of the many of the slaves knew that. They knew
Hmm.
what counties to run in so that they would never be taken. And so
Yeah.
my family ran into Irwin County, Georgia on my dad's side, and some of them ran into Florida,
Right.
you know?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
everybody didn't come north. That is a falsehood that's taught.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's they fail to realize the jig is up. You're not fooling us here. You could try to not have Black history taught in the public school. We still gonna find out the knowledge, and we still gonna teach our kids like I teach my daughter and my son. So the jig is up while you trying to bury your history and all this other type of stuff, and while you trying to deflect and all this other stuff, it's not working. The jig is up.
Yes.
We got the internet now to go get the truth. We don't need to learn in the public school or whatever. We go right to the internet.
Right. Exactly.
So that's what they fail to realize. But this chick here, he's like, every time I see her, I just laugh or whatever because it's mediocre. Like y'all desperate for a great white hope. So now y'all putting it on this female looking like a dude or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
It's pathetic. But I mean, that's their history of being pathetic.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah.
But
So that's
thank
all I
you.
want to say, Auntie Lisa.
Well, I'm glad you came on the panel and it was nice speaking to you again.
Always, Auntie Lisa. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Shalom.
All right. Bye bye.
Oh, the one and only Wallow J.
How you doing, Miss Lisa?
How are you?
I'm doing good here in the great state of North Carolina. we got to make sure Mark Robinson don't get elected first and foremost. But to the subject at hand, like everybody was saying in the chat, I thought Nike was woke though.
Mm-hmm.
Am I confused about something
Well,
or
apparently we're all confused because when it comes down to the WNBA, they have only offered signature shoes to white players in the WNBA.
yeah, which is kind of odd because they said the best player is the what is it? What's her name again?
Asia,
Ajaya Wilson.
yeah,
Yeah,
Asia
she and she
Wilson.
Yep, and she came from South Carolina. Don Staley's own player. She's the best player in the league. Just won a championship. Why she ain't got a sneaker deal, but you give Caitlyn Clark a deal? That makes no sense.
Right.
Zero whatsoever.
And
Like
she has officially played no games for the WNBA.
right, and we don't know how good she's going to be in the league neither. She could be an
Right.
all-time bust, and y'all gave her a deal for no reason, and Nike like, dang, we don't fucked up now. But it's all coming to a head because they're being exposed right now. Like like here in the great state of North Carolina, people don't know. I know Torian talked about in his what is it, the Great Massacre series about how Wilmington, North Carolina used to be
Yes.
a very good place for black. I didn't find that out until like what
I did
2021.
I did a video on that probably like around 2019.
Yeah, I didn't know that because some ain't nobody never tell me. And then I ironically saw it after I think January 6th, and Boxer had did. That's how I first heard about it. I was like, huh?
Mhm.
They were like, yeah, Wilmington used to be an all black town. I had
It
no idea.
was. You want to hear something interesting? Probably
Yep.
over the last 5 years, the black descendants of the homes that were stolen down there after the massacre are trying to get their family homes back.
I
And
don't
the
blame them.
white people, listen, the white people in the homes that stole the homes, they can't
Hmm.
produce a deed.
I bet they can't because they
They can't
stole them.
produce a deed. Yeah.
It don't surprise me because the guy that led the insurrection, his name is on the highway here in North Carolina. People don't
Mhm.
talk about that.
Yeah.
I see. I
Yeah.
bet you Mark Pork Chop Robinson ain't talking about that.
Oh, hell
But
no.
yeah, but it's all gonna come to head, Miss Lisa. I'm gonna drop off so somebody else can get on.
Okay.
Shalom.
Shalom. The one and only Kid Gravity Beyond. Shalom.
I thought conservatives don't like corporations.
I know, right? It's funny how they flip flop around, isn't it?
I guess they all want to look fresh in Jordans, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Well, I had white people come in my comment section saying that black people are jealous of Caitlyn Clark.
Well, we got to be jealous of what she's 6'2". She's a 6'2" white girl. Ain't that pearly things? Oh, wait, that's fucked up. I shouldn't have said that. My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah,
But it's
yeah.
funny. Like you said, she hasn't even played a game yet. But I get it. I get it. The
Mm,
white girls in there already targeted her, so now they gonna be called woke again. Black
mm-hmm.
girls ain't they just gonna go on and win. Wait till she gets thrown to the ground. That black girl that does it, she gonna be a thug. They gonna want her arrested.
Mm-hmm.
They're already setting the narratives in. It's okay. It's okay. When
Well,
her team goes under 500, they ain't gonna say nothing. They just gonna walk away like they usually do.
right. And then they are bringing up Angel Reese, but you know what? At the end of the day, when you compare those two women, Angel is still the best player. If
Oh yeah,
you
she
had
averaged a
to,
triple. She averaged a double double through her whole career.
right, if you put Caitlyn up against Angel Reese, Angel still comes out as the better player.
Right. But hey, like you say, they want to sit up there and praise mediocrity. Okay, that's
Mm-hmm.
fine.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are gonna learn very soon. Mediocrity ain't gonna get you nowhere.
Mm-mm. Y'all, you know what? It's easy to talk a bunch of crap. She hasn't gotten out on that court, and I'm telling you, if she goes out there and flop, they're not going to be able to live it down.
I
I'm
say her first game, she's gonna go 2 for 10,
Mhm.
and they're gonna be like, "Oh, they didn't give her touches."
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, dude, she had like 2 months to get acclimated to her team.
Hmm.
They're gonna expose her.
Yeah, yeah. Robert Brown. Yeah, they're trying to compare her to Larry Bird, and I was like, you know what? This girl don't even know that she's not even in the same arena with him.
She's not even in the same arena as Billy Ho from White Man Can't Jump.
Hmm. Exactly. No, you know.
But we're here for the content, are we not?
Yeah, yeah. We sure are. But I'm just glad that they put that story about out about how Nike gave is giving her a deal, and
Hmm.
none of the black players that have championships, awards, and everything never been offered one. And I was like, okay, well, Nike is showing their true colors.
But here's the thing: what NBA game did she? Because remember, Angel Reese was at that Knicks game before the draft. They
Yes,
sent her to SNL
right. They sure did.
at late night when nobody was really going to see it unless you went on social media.
Hmm.
A lot of people ain't talking about that.
Yep, I did see the clip. Mm,
Hmm.
yep, they sure did. Yeah, they're in overdrive trying to prop up this mediocre ball player.
It's going to be Jeremy Lin all over again.
Mhm. Yeah, I
But
remember
it
that
is what it
too.
is.
It sure is.
All right, well, that's all I had to say because conservatives are now, and white people. We'll just say what it is. Conservatives and white people, they want to be forever victims. They saw the left do it and get hella money. Now they want it. So, you know, you just switch the wing. So let them have their fun. Except there's not going to be any money over there to be had. They're all going to be fighting over the same dollar. So have
Yeah,
fun with that.
yep. Well,
November 5th can't come fast enough.
it sure can't.
Yes, ma'am.
I know
Can't come for.
I know you're predicting Trump lose again.
No, no, I'm actually predicting. I don't care who wins. Everybody's grift is over that day.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Doesn't
true.
matter who wins.
It doesn't it's not going to change our lives, that's for sure.
Hmm. Because it doesn't matter because whoever wins, the other side is just going to become the victim for the next 4 years. So it doesn't
Mhm.
matter at that point.
Mhm.
But we'll
Yeah.
we'll be fine because we know how
Yes.
to persevere.
And yeah, and you can have Caitlyn all to yourself. Nobody over here cares. Nobody over here cares. So y'all keep Caitlyn right along with Derek Chauvin and your Confederate heroes, and y'all keep them all lumped up together. We don't care.
Nope, don't care. But
Well,
anyway, enjoy the rest of your day. Chat, enjoy the rest of your day and be productive.
all right. Thank you for coming on the panel, Kid Gravity. Shalom.
Come on.
Shalom, Delmonte Green Beans.
Hey, how you doing, Miss Cabrera?
All right. How are you?
You won't believe this. I'm playing a brother. We both just got off work. We playing Madden, and I told him what you just said. We both just started laughing. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, right? Oh man. Jacoby Demissy.
Yeah, hey,
Oh,
Miss
welcome
Cabrera.
to the panel. Welcome to the panel.
Thanks, Miss Cabrera. So yeah, when I saw this, when I grew up, you didn't get rewarded for losing. You had to look at yourself and work harder to achieve, so you can be a winner. Reese is a winner. She has multiple championships, even before she had the NWC, the NACP championship, and she got seventh round draft, and this woman got first round pick. This is disgusting.
Mhm.
Um, so they can keep it. They can kiss my ass for all I care. I don't, because whatever interest I did have in the WNBA is lost now because they play this little racial game. They can never let the game be the game. They always have to make it about race all the time. And then when we call it out, then you say, "Oh, you making this about race?" No, 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 no. We're not making it. You guys are making this about it because you guys are emphasizing it on it. You put her on SNL then you getting all this accolades like she won, she lost,
Right.
she lost, bitch, she lost.
Mm-hmm.
That woman lost. Not to you, Miss Cabrera. That woman lost,
Yeah.
and so I'm just saying that's not that. I'm not saying you have to beat people down, but look, you lost. Get over it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get rewarded for winning. The LSU won twice, and so you get to see everybody's true colors. Shout out to Dr. Drew. You get everybody to see everybody's true colors.
You
And you
do.
just and
You
you sit there, but you know what? I just learned. Don't say nothing.
mm-hmm.
Just sit in the cut and just watch.
Mm-hmm. And you
And
know
I
what?
hope,
Thank you for saying that.
yeah,
Because if you remember, Jill Biden tried to invite the losing team. You remember that?
yeah, I remember
When
that.
they lost last year? Yeah.
Hmm.
And then when everybody got on her, she backed off of it.
Yeah, yeah, and Jill Biden, she's slick too, so, but and also too is like, they try to start some type of scandal issue last year about Reese. I was like, what are they talking about? They could never get to the point of what they're talking about. Let you know it's a bunch of BS. They
Yeah.
always trying to slander that woman. That one really don't go out there be doing all that
They
stuff.
they slander her because she is good.
Yeah,
See,
and
you don't
her mom was
slander
good too.
you
Like I
don't
said, mom.
slander people that are mediocre. See,
No,
one
no.
thing about them, when they get jealous, they always try to take down somebody that's better than them. They'll even do that to you on a job. If you're sitting there doing a better job than them and it's noticed, they will try to come at you. And if nothing they do work, then they try to attack your character because that's all they got left.
Right, and we all been through that before, and some of us learned the hard way, and some of us caught on it real early. But she's going to be the one, in my opinion. Do I think she is? Yeah, she's going along with it because the ride is, I have going along with the ride. But she don't understand if she believes in her own hype, she will be she's gonna fall faster than anything we ever seen before in our life because
Mhm.
you're not supposed to drink the Kool-Aid. You're not supposed to believe in the hype. You're supposed to, oh, okay, that means I got to work 10 times harder because I
She
know I'm
doesn't
not that
realize.
good.
Yeah,
I,
she doesn't realize the stakes are gonna be high
yeah.
when she steps on that floor, and if she underperforms, it's gonna be a whole bunch of dragging, and you know what they're gonna do. If she
Oh,
don't
yeah.
if she ain't up to the performance, they're gonna just go silent. They're just gonna go silent about the whole thing because that's what they do.
She's going to be somebody is a footnote in history.
Mhm. Yeah,
And if they
and
go
and
silent,
then
because I
they'll
know,
try to pretend
no,
like they never came up with all this hype.
yeah. And I think we should start doing roasting too. Like, no, 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 where you going? No, 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 no. Come back over here. Come back over here. Come back here. Come back here. You said she was good, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. You said she was good, right? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. What's her percentage goal average? Uh huh. See, Reese, she played it cool in stride, but she's gonna perform, and everybody's gonna be, oh, Reese's the player. Oh, I mean, if I was Reese, I'd be like, get out of my face.
Mhm.
That's what I would do. I know you can't say that, but so sometimes you have to be old school when in the play. Like, no, I'm good. Keep it pushing because y'all were shitting on me. Y'all were doing all types of crazy. Y'all were doing all this stuff. Y'all put me a seventh round draft pick. Y'all put me a seventh round draft pick.
Mhm.
That I'm worth seven round draft pick. Look at my accolades. I'm worth seven round draft pick. Look at my career before I went to LSU. Seven round draft pick. That's how get out of my face.
Yeah, and you gotta also take into consideration the people that are in charge of those kind of things look just like Caitlyn, and
Hmm.
that will explain why she was number 1 draft.
Yeah, because it was a setup, and she was getting all type of promotion deals and stuff, which Reese was already getting that already. But they always have to outshine Reese, and but hey, we'll see what happens when they start to play, and then when they start to get quiet, Don't know. Just bring it up. Just keep bringing it up. No, 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 no. Come back here. Come here. You know, dude. You know, the person who try to walk away, they head
Mhm.
down. No, no, no. Come here. Bring around. Come here. Come right here. Come right here. You said she was good, right? Well, that's not what it really said. No, no. I got you right here. You said she was good, right? What's going on? Why do I see a blowout? Why do I see a one digit?
No, no, goodness rated Bo. No, Caitlyn is not going to bring in the big numbers. She'll bring the big numbers among the white community, but
Hmm.
that's going to fall off. It's not going to stay through the whole season. Mm-mm. That ain't gonna happen. See, that's gonna she's gonna have the Kyle Rittenhouse effect. In the beginning, y'all gonna be watching it all big and strong, and then as the season go on and she don't deliver, you'll be dropping off. I can already tell you what's gonna happen.
Yep. Okay, Miss Cabrera. Thank you very much.
Hmm.
You have a blessed day. I want
You
to be
too.
listening.
Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, y'all. Yeah, no, she ain't gonna be delivering the numbers. Yeah, I'm telling you, I know what's gonna happen. See, when the season began, y'all in the white community are gonna be all in front of the TV acting like you're all into the WNBA. When this chick don't deliver and she don't have that champion performance out there, then y'all gonna just quietly turn the WNBA off and then act like none of it happened. Okay, like I said, the Kyle Rittenhouse effect. You're all into it at one point, and then it starts dropping off, like his poor book sales, You were all into it when he was on trial. Now that he kind of dropped off and he needs money and support, you're not there anymore. You're not there. You're not purchasing the book. You're not donating. You're not, yeah, that's going to be the Caitlyn Clark effect, all strong in the beginning, and then you'll be fading away. So, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and conclude. Thank you for being here. I know I didn't give a lot of notice, but y'all just keep your eye on things. I know what the hell I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. She is really up against a tough thing. You got women that already got years on her, and she's coming up against women that are Olympic champions, WNBA champions. They got rings, they have awards. Those are the kind of women she's going to be on the floor with, and she's a two-time loser. Just imagine that in your head, how that season is going to go. I'm just saying. Before I go, I do want to thank those of you that have given. Gravity Beyond, first Night Rider check in. Lisa is going off already. I like it a lot. Thank you for the super chat. Mike C. Okay, the Black Maroons and the Black Seminoles were burning down the plantations in Florida. These folks lost a lot in Florida. They absolutely did. Grace P, thank you for the super sticker. And I'm sorry if I butchered this up. Androsarian Norman, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you. So, everybody, please enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate our time together, and we'll be doing this again on another topic. Shalom, family.